and welcome back to India Business Insights. Today we are diving into the world of DLF Limited. Delhi Land and Finance DLF Limited is a commercial real estate development company founded in 1946 by Chaudhry Raghvendra Singh. DLF started with the creation of 22 urban colonies in Delhi. In 1985, the company expanded into the then unknown region of Gurugram, creating exceptional living and working spaces for the new Indian global professionals. Today, DLF is the largest publicly listed real estate company in India with residential, commercial, and retail properties in 15 states and 24 cities. DLF has developed residential colonies in Delhi such as Model Town, Rajouri Garden, Krishna Nagar, South Extension, Greater Kailash, Kailash Colony, and Hoskas. DLF builds residential, office, and rental properties. With the passage of the Delhi Development Act in 1957, local government assumed control of real estate development and banned private real estate developers from Delhi proper. As a result, DLF began acquiring land at a relatively low cost outside the area controlled by the Delhi Development Authority in the district of Gurgaon and in the adjacent state of Haryana. In the mid-1970s, the company started developing their DLF City project at Gurgaon. This included hotels, infrastructure, and special economic zones related development projects. Kushalpal Singh or KP Singh of DLF Limited does not require an introduction. He is today known as the visionary founder of one of India's biggest real estate developers, one of its richest property tycoons, and of course, the individual who envisioned and developed Gurgaon into a millennium city. KP Singh left an army posting to join Delhi Land and Finance Limited in the year 1961. The company was then a smaller concern set up by KP Singh's father-in-law. Though DLF had built colonies in South Delhi, the government had taken all urban development in its hands. So DLF was left with no business and Chaudhry Raghvendra Singh had decided to sell it for Rs 27 lakh. Singh pleaded for a chance. Chaudhry Raghvendra Singh probably had little to lose and handed the company over to his son-in-law. KP Singh finally retired as the DLF chairman in 2020, handing over the country's largest listed real estate firm to Rajiv, his son and heir. Few know that KP Singh started his highly ambitious and often regarded improbable blueprint for developing real estate in Gurgaon, an erstwhile village on the outskirts of the national capital, in 1978. He was driven by a vision towards transforming the sleepy zone into a satellite city of the capital akin to Singapore with its infrastructure and one that would draw global companies to set up shop in the area. He acquired a total of 3,500 acres for developing his showpiece venture, DLF City. As KP Singh has himself explained, the core idea was planning for a distinct future with drainage, connectivity with the central highway, roads, and all other basic infrastructure. A chance encounter that changed KP Singh's career trajectory. A legendary story, as narrated by KP Singh himself several times, is when he had a chance meeting with none other than Rajiv Gandhi. In the early 1980s, when this meeting occurred, Rajiv Gandhi was the Congress General Secretary and his jeep suddenly broke down in the Gurgaon area. KP Singh helped him fix the jeep, and when asked by Rajiv Gandhi as to what he was doing in the area, replied by stating that he was dreaming of a new city. Rajiv Gandhi was impressed by his vision and later became a close friend of KP Singh as well. The meeting happened in a desolate area of Haryana, close to the Qutub Minar, as per KP Singh's own accounts. He was considering a land parcel of 40 acres there for setting up what is today Gurgaon city. The jeep suddenly halted and Rajiv Gandhi exited, asking if a water can was available since the engine had overheated. He often took this route for reaching his farmhouse in Mehroli. Along with sharing his vision, KP Singh also told Rajiv Gandhi all about how government laws were hindering him from building this new city. Singh stated that DLF Limited did not have any capital or sizable business at the time and the prospects were bleak for getting loans from banks. They both sat in the area for almost 1.5 hours and discussed the possibilities of building a world-class international city in Gurgaon. Rajiv Gandhi asked KP Singh to present his vision of Gurgaon to him and Arun Singh at his office in New Delhi. This led to several subsequent meetings, and everyone was unanimous that Gurgaon should be developed into a model city with sizable participation from the private sector. Licenses were granted to developers while they were mandated to ensure benefits for the weaker societal sections from their projects. DLF Limited received its very first license in April 1981 for the development of 39.34 acres in all. In fact, KP Singh visited South Korea and Malaysia to draw inspiration and gain knowledge from their development methods before starting his Gurgaon venture. General Electric was one of the first big global companies that leased office space in DLF City in the 1990s. Other global companies also arrived as tenants of DLF Limited, including British Airways, American Express, Nestle, and IBM, to name a few. KP Singh was an engineering student in the UK and then served in the Indian Army. He eventually joined Chaudhry Raghvendra Singh's company DLF. He expanded the brand value beyond Gurgaon, developing residential projects, hotels, shopping malls, and commercial spaces galore. He also supervised the DLF IPO in the year 2007. The company is headed by Rajiv Singh, who is the current chairman of the DLF Group. According to the Forbes listing of richest billionaires in 2023, Kushal Pal Singh, chairman emeritus, is the 19th richest man in India with a net worth of $8.8 billion. The company's $2 billion IPO in July 2007 was India's biggest IPO in history. In its first quarter results for the period ending 30 June 2007, the company reported a turnover of Rs 31.2098 billion, $370 million, and profit after taxes of Rs 15.1548 billion, $180 million. In August 11, a penalty of Rs 6.3 billion, $75 million, was imposed on DLF by the Competition Commission of India (CCI) after finding DLF guilty of breaching laws regarding the unfair pricing of goods and services. The complaint was lodged against DLF by buyers in its residential projects Bel Air and Park Place located in Gurgaon. In February 2015, the CCI ordered its investigative arm to probe two more projects of DLF in Gurgaon, namely DLF Regal Gardens and DLF Sky Court. DLF land grab case pertains to the alleged illegal acquisition of 50 acres of land in Amipur village, Haryana, back in 2013 during Bhupinder Singh Hooda's tenure as Chief Minister under the Congress government. This matter has led to an investigation by the Central Bureau of Investigation involving Robert Vadra, Bhupinder Singh Hooda, and the DLF as of around December 2017. DLF business segments include number 1 residential, number 2 office, and number 3 retail. Residential. Robust housing demand, primarily driven by the end users, led to record sales during the CY 2022. Total sales in the top 7 cities touched nearly 3.65 lakh units during the CY 2022, with the previous peak estimated at 3.43 lakh units in 2014. Despite the steep rise in the mortgage rates, demand trends exhibited sustained momentum as they were well supported by multiple factors, including increasing affordability, desire to own homes, aspirational lifestyle and need to upgrade to larger homes with better amenities, rising urbanization, limited supply of quality products, increasing consolidation in favor of larger and credible developers. Another notable trend across the industry has been the growing preference of consumers towards the premium and luxury segments. Growth in demand for premium luxury segment is estimated to have doubled during last 5 years. Office segment. The office segment demonstrated a resilient performance on the backdrop of lingering uncertainties driven by adverse global macro headwinds. The recovery in this segment remains on track, though was marginally slower than expected on account of delays in corporate occupiers' decision making amidst these uncertainties. According to research reports, office leasing activity exhibited nearly equal demand levels as compared to the pre-pandemic period. The demand momentum remained broad-based across sectors, indicating lower dependency on IT sector alone. Flexible workplaces demand ended up being a key contributor to the office demand during the period. The top demand drivers for office spaces were IT 38.9%, flexible workspaces 14.1%, BFSI 12.2%, engineering and manufacturing 8.2%, amongst the overall demand. Retail segment. The retail segment outperformed with sustained growth momentum continuing across the country. As per CBRE research, the retail segment recorded a 21% year-on-year growth in leasing activity. The entertainment category, including multiplexes, helped this growth post-lifting of all the COVID-related restrictions. Key theme for both the mall operators and retailers was to upgrade their offerings as per the evolving consumer demand and preferences. Retail tenant mix. Constructed buildings. DLF Cyber City, Chennai, DLF Epitome Tower, DLF IBM Kolkata Tech Park, DLF Cyber City, Chennai, DLF IT Tech Park, DLF Cyber City, Gurugram. Till now, DLF has developed area of 349 MSF, 178 real estate projects completed, 17.84 million square meter of development potential, and has over 1 million plus residents. The DLF Group implements its CSR initiatives primarily through the DLF Foundation. It is the CSR implementing arm of the DLF Group, which has been implementing a number of social and environmental programs since its inception in 2008. The DLF Foundation works in partnership with the government, civil society, subject matter experts, and partner NGOs by designing and implementing high-impact interventions to resolve development challenges and create an inclusive society. The aim of the DLF Cares program is to educate, enable, and empower underprivileged children by sponsoring their education in quality schools. Through this program, the students get access to better teachers and an enhanced teaching learning environment, which broadens their horizons, helping them aim for higher goals and eventually lead a dignified life. This program offers deep intervention, which does not end with enrolling the students in good schools, but is extended to mentoring, counseling, and emotionally supporting till the completion of higher education and beyond, either individually or in groups. DLF Foundation also provided the student beneficiaries with additional support in form of remedial classes for strengthening concepts in literacy and numeracy. During FY, DLF Foundation supported 1,550 students with scholarships for their complete learning journey across 18 states of India. A total of 422 new students were awarded scholarships as part of the DLF Cares program in FY 2022-23. Greening initiatives in Gurugram. During the year, DLF Foundation has undertaken plantation work to create green belts along several public roads across Gurugram. The plantation in Gurugram was undertaken on various roadside belts which have been adopted by the DLF Foundation from the Gurugram Metropolitan Development Authority (GMDA). A total of 51,558 square meters of green belts have been developed in Gurugram through this initiative. These green belts are now being maintained by DLF Foundation. Financial performance. Buoyed by a robust demand for its properties in the ongoing fiscal year, real estate and developer DLF Limited has set the pre-sales bar higher for FY 2025. It has already surpassed its pre-sales bookings, which may be mitigated by a strong FY 2025 launch pipeline of Rs 32,000 crore, 33,000 of which Rs 24,200 crore is earmarked for the luxury segment. In FY 2025, DLF plans to launch 10 MSF projects. These will include a super luxury project in DLF Phase 5 and Privana South Phase 2 project in Gurugram. Luxury projects in Chennai and Goa. Phase 1 of the Mumbai project is an SRA Slum Rehabilitation Authority, one under the Joint Development Agreement model. Given the elevated competitive intensity in the Mumbai metropolitan region, investors would be better off tracking progress here. For now, DLF seems to be in a good shape. The company is eyeing what is called a moderate 15% pre-sales growth in FY 2025. In Q4 FY24, revenue stood at Rs 2,317 crore, a year-on-year growth of 47%. Gross margins at 60%, EBITDA at Rs 936 crore, a year-on-year growth of 81%, PAT at Rs 927 crore, year-on-year growth of 60%, surplus cash from operations at Rs 1,105 crore. Financial highlights. Consolidated results of FY24. Revenue stood at Rs 6,958 crore, a year-on-year growth of 16%, gross margins at 57%, EBITDA at Rs 2,655 crore, year-on-year growth of 33%, PAT at Rs 2,733 crore, 2,730, year-on-year growth of 33%, surplus cash from operations at Rs 4,385 crore. Conclusion. DLF has definitely come a long way since then, from townships, shopping malls and commercial space to hotels, special economic zones and infrastructure projects. At the moment, DLF has invested close to Rs 80,000 crore, Rs 800 billion in projects running into 100 million square feet. Almost overnight, Gurgaon has turned from a sleepy village to a throbbing hub of commercial activity. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.